What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlids content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, so we're going to dig into the crypto side of things for a minute. And if you haven't been following the crypto news, there has been definitely a movement against the Binance US dollar, or BUSD. And, the SEC was calling it out as a security potentially, which is kind of weird because it's a stable coin. It's issued by a US-based company, but that company, Paxos, is no longer going to be issuing it, or they stopped issuing it, I believe. And now Coinbase, one of the bigger exchanges, probably the second biggest exchange in the world, is saying they will stop trading or suspend trading for BUSD. So this is pretty big news, I would say, and I think it'll only get worse in the sense that obviously if Coinbase is going to stop, you'll probably see it get shut down across a lot of other exchanges, especially those based here in the US. But why is this relevant to Splinterlines? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because we currently have a proposal. Let's go to the active that involves BUSD. Now we have, I believe, about 100,000 US dollars in 100,000 BUSD that people have been wanting to get out. So there's a proposal put in by Mango Wambo to get this BUSD out, put it into Ethereum, right? So convert it from a stable coin on the Binance chain or BNB chain onto the Ethereum chain into DEC and DAI, and then throw that into the LP. Now that proposal passed the pre-proposal pretty handily, I would say. But as soon as it got into the main proposal section here, we haven't been anywhere close. Now, there also have not been very many votes. You can see right now there's 4 days left, but only 144 million SPS has actually voted on it. And when we look at all of the previous votes, this is like 217 million, 220 million, 250, right? 222. So everything has been relatively high. And what this signals to me is that people just don't really care. So I am making this video to let you know that funds that we have could be affected, funds that we have in the DAO and that we as SPS holders and SPS stakers essentially have jurisdiction or control over, it could be affected by this. Now, I'm not going to tell you to go in and vote for this because that's not what I want to do. I mean, if you voted for or against it, or if you are for or against it for whatever reason, I can totally understand that. But I just want to make sure that what's happening in the broader kind of crypto regulation space, at least here in the US, it could start affecting certain things, and especially what the DAO is holding, right, with this Binance US dollar or BUSD. So when I look at this, personally, for me, I voted for it just because I think there was a risk to BUSD, and I just don't want to mess with it. So I am okay with flipping it over to the Ethereum side, although I don't necessarily see the need to get it into the DEC DAI LP. Now, I voted for it just because that's the that's the proposal that's on the table right now. But I can understand if people don't want to see $100,000 be thrown into the DEC DAI LP. But I would say we should get it out of BUSD. At least that's my personal opinion. I don't care what we do with it from there, as long as we can get it onto Ethereum or maybe even Hive. I don't know, maybe HBD would be something cool. But at this point in time, especially with Coinbase kind of suspending trading, I think that it is important that we just kind of de-risk for the DAO a very significant amount of capital that it is holding. So, and actually, you know what? Let me just go ahead and click on this real quick because I want to make sure. Yeah, so it is about 100,000. 100,486 BUSD. So let me see if I can close out of this. All right, so we go back here. So if you are not for this specific proposal, but you can understand that, maybe there is a risk for holding BUSD, Binance US dollars, then maybe another proposal should be put in. And we don't need to jump to conclusions. This doesn't need to be a full two-step process. We can break it down into a half step and just say, all right, let's convert BUSD into something else, right? Something on the Ethereum chain, convert it into Bitcoin, convert it into DAI, convert it into USDC, whatever the case is, but we just want to get it out of BUSD. That's fine. We don't need to go the extra step or the second step in this case to put it into a DEC DAI LP. So Again, I'm not saying that you should come in and vote for this, but I just think that everybody should be aware because, again, $100,000 is $100,000, and that could go to good use, either marketing to bring new players in, paying for an exchange listing, which we just turned down, oddly enough. It could go towards who knows what in the future, right? But at this point, I'm just making this video actually at the request of NXR in Discord. So shout out to NXR for bringing this to my attention. And I just think that it's something worth noting for the rest of the community. So if this ends up getting shot down and the community galvanizes another kind of or creates another proposal, I think it's just important to make sure that we're active on this. And if it's something that is better aligned with how you feel, again, hopefully it'll be something that isn't necessarily a two-step or two-part proposal where it's like convert B out of BUSD and then put into an LP. Maybe it'll just be convert out of BUSD. I just think that everybody should be aware. So, regulation is definitely not in a positive light, let's say, here in the US for now. So it's something that I am watching closely. And I know for most people here playing the game, it doesn't affect you in any way, right? But at the end of the day, if you have some SPS, if you stake some SPS, then you are, you have some say over what we do with this 100,000 BUSD. And I just think it's important to keep you all informed on that and let you know what your decisions are. So if you feel the need to do something quickly, go ahead and you can vote for this. But if not, and you are opposed to it, obviously vote your conscience. I'm not going to judge you on that. But hopefully, if you are opposed to this for the simple reason that maybe you don't want it in the LP, then either keep an eye out or maybe even start a proposal yourself to just get it out of BUSD for now. So that is all I have for you in this video. Let me know if you have any questions, thoughts, and comments. Leave them in the comments section below. I will catch you all on the next one and see you around the game. Take care.